Sportsman's Adventures with Captain Rick Murphy, presented by Yamaha.
Oh, Pat! I got a bite in there. Oh, whoa, whoa. I better stop him. Oh, oh. It's like snook fishing in Stewart.
He was heading towards the dock.
He was.
Today's Sportsman's Adventures takes us to one of America's most beautiful and historic coastal regions, the Florida Panhandle. Because of its numerous deepwater ports and spectacular white sandy beaches, the Panhandle area is a magnet for those looking for a place to live and to play by the sea. Captain Rick Murphy has always been drawn to these waters to join Destin native Captain Pat Deneen for some summertime backcountry fishing, Panhandle style. Nothing fancy, just a popping cork and live shrimp will get us started.
Oh, there it goes, Pat Tar.
I think I got a nervous bait.
I think their cork has a defect to it, Pat. It's down underneath the water. Or there's somebody pulling it down.
He immediately turned straight for the dock, too. Did you see that, Rick?
How did he know? Now, the cool part about that, one of the things that I really recognize from fishing up here with you all these years and getting ready for those redfish tournaments is the only place that there was any life on this dock was where the mullet were jumping. Those mullet jumped there in the same exact sand hole and spot 4 or 5 times in a row while we were rigging up. So guess what? That told me that these redfish, no matter where you are on the West Coast or in the Gulf, we always look for the mullet. If you find the mullet the redfish are using the mullet to hide under. The mullet going on the surface creates the fish wanting to bite. Nice fish, Pat.
That is a decent
nice
fish.
Redfish. Ooh, that is a nice redfish.
Oh, look
Oh, he just spit up.
He's chumming for us.
Yeah, nice. Very cool.
Hey, fella.
Cool. Good job, Pat. Nice job. Pat, while you were trying to get yours off, I couldn't help it. I went down there and got in your hole.
You weren't. I don't know the way. I don't like the way that sounds, Rick.
Wow. I like it when you bring me to a place where the fish lives, Pat. Raton. When you're fishing a redfish tournament, this is what you don't want to see right here. That's the one you don't want to see. It's the right flavor, but it's definitely the wrong size. Look at that.
Rick, mine's bigger than yours, but
Yeah, I know. Well, when you're Irish, you don't have much choice with what you've been dealt, you know. But look, look at here. Mine's got more spots.
that's true.
Look at him, isn't he pretty?
Rick, why is their tail turn blue? Some people tell me that's because they eat crabs. What's your take on that?
Well, I think it's water temperature related, and certainly in the wintertime it's a lot bluer. And it could be because in the wintertime they are eating more crustaceans. But I don't know. I think that would be a good
Dr. Ship question?
Good
We're going to donate that hook.
question for Dr. Bob Sheep. Now, you know, that's a great point, Pat. When a fish has the hook and he's buried, there's no sense in yanking that out. I mean, the hooks are the cheapest thing about this whole ordeal.
And
So
it'd do less damage for him to keep the hook than to try to pull it out.
The hook will rust out in a day or two, and we can let him go. Let me let him go.
Bye-bye.
Slide off. Oh, Pat! I got a bite in there. Oh, whoa, whoa. I better stop him. Oh, oh. It's like snook fishing in Stewart.
He was heading towards the dock.
He was.
He didn't bite it very far away from the dock to begin
Look
with.
at the boil. This could be a studzilla. Dadgum. He's still trying to get me in that pole. Oh, I got him out of there now. I think. I don't feel any pole. Oh, yeah. There he is. Oh. Oh. The little beefier rod, Pat.
That one is?
Yes, sir. Oh. Now that's the redfish right there.
Dude, that is a good redfish.
Now, Pat, let me ask you, what time of year somebody wants to come to Destin, they want to go fishing with you and they want to catch redfish, whether it's under a dock or a bridge, what would be the best time that you would recommend for them to come?
If you want to catch big redfish, I mean like the bull redfish, fall into the winter. If you want to catch redfish like these, you can catch them just about year round. But early summer is probably the better time. That's a decent fish, Rick.
Of course, they're all decent in my book. But you look at it,
I think the temperature just dropped about 4 degrees.
Looks like we got a rainstorm coming across the bay. Yeah, look at that fish. That's a pretty redfish.
It's got a nice color to him.
Yep. Got those crushers in his mouth for crushing crabs and crushing bait. See his tongue in there. The cool part about these fish is that, you know, they're bottom feeders, so their mouth is kind of up in the front underneath, like similar to a bonefish. Not quite as much as up in the upper part of his face like a snook.
That one's been eating pretty good too.
Yeah, he's nice and healthy. Nostrils set forward of his eyes, which really helps him when the water's muddy to pin stuff down on the bottom. And as you can see, he's got that short nose so that when he's pinning crabs and shrimp in the turtle grass, he's right there close to where he's trying to catch that shrimp or that crab. I'm gonna let him go. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the love. Hey, man, that's it. Catching redfish on docks. That's panhandle style right there. Panhandle style. Oh, how come mine's always bigger than yours, Pat?
I don't know.
It's the Irish curse.
It's the curse of the Irish.
Next stop, Montevideo, Uruguay, on the East Coast. Our fishermen are here to pioneer a new field of high adventure with rod and reel. The Salto Grande, big falls of the Uruguay River. This is the home of the Dorado. Golden dynamite, some call them. In a shallow side channel with the guide serving as a human anchor, Cease ties into one. Here's the Golden Dorado, folks. A fightin', jumpin' fool if ever there was one. Up he goes. Wow. Once they're hooked, they spend almost as when the air is in the water. What scrappers. And that, my friends, is a Dorado. Take it from me. He's a finny fighter if ever there was one.
Sportsman's Adventures is brought to you by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. Florida, the fishing capital of the world. Catch the latest at Rapala. Williamson for the Pelagic Playground. Maverick Boats, fish the legend. La Jolla Resort, a place for families and fishermen. Minn Kota, and by Humminbird.
A lighter, stronger, more fuel-efficient four-stroke. This is the next generation.
Yamaha's new class-leading V6 outboards are lighter, faster, and even more fuel-efficient. With 4.2 liters of wave-crushing power, Rick is even more competitive. Whether Rick's guiding or chasing the next tournament title, Yamaha's next-generation big-bore four-strokes give him everything he expects in an outboard, and then some.
And this changes everything.
Well, hey, Dave. You putting on a little weight.
Probably. You know, I've been hitting the frogs pretty hard lately.
You got a punch.
What are you saying?
You chubby.
I'm chubby. No, man, you're chubby. You can put me right back in the water.
Hey, don't get all mad, Dave.
I'll
All
see
right.
you later.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Fish can't say no to a Rapala.
When you think Bay Boat, you think Pathfinder. We launched the Bay Boat Revolution and have been the undisputed leader ever since. Whether tubing with the kids, running into the blue with live wells brimming with bait, or sneaking up on a tournament-winning redfish, Pathfinders deliver without compromise. Still privately owned and operated by people who fish, with a single-minded goal of making the best bay boats even better. Pathfinder, #1 for a reason.
Take the water by storm with Humminbird sonar technology. Choose between 2 high-performance display modes and decide how you read the water with Switchfire sonar. See picture-like images to either side of the boat with side imaging. Or choose down imaging for crystal clear views directly below you. Fish smarter with Switchfire, side imaging, and down imaging. Only from Humminbird. Simply, clearly, better.
Think GPS is just for getting you to the water? Think again. The iPilot wireless GPS trolling system can hold your boat in place like an electronic anchor, record and retrace productive fishing paths, automatically keep you on any bearing you choose, and take total command of speed and steering. iPilot controls your boat with wireless GPS precision so you can focus on fishing. And it's only from Minn Kota.
Destin is called the world's luckiest fishing village, and indeed it seems to live up to its reputation. The city is practically surrounded by water. The sheltered Deepwater Harbor is home to its famous fishing fleet. Small boats and big yachts sit simmering in the summer sun. The Destin docks are busy with activity. Sightseers watch the boats come and go and the fresh fish being cleaned. The harbor and the marina are the heart of this waterfront community that also features a large promenade with first-rate shopping, outdoor bars, and great restaurants. If you just feel the need to get out on the boat and party, then nearby Crab Island may be just the place for you, especially if you don't mind sharing the sun with a few of your neighbors. Destin is also famous for the spectacular sugar white beaches and the emerald clear waters that attract sun lovers from everywhere. The Destin Pier is open to the public and allows you to wet a line without ever leaving the shore, sort of.
What a beautiful fish.
And while Destin is famous for its offshore fishing, don't overlook those inside bays and the shallow water flat.
What is another kitty cat, maybe?
He's here running. Oh, the big trout.
It's a spackle trout.
Big trout, Pat.
I was busy talking about TV and stuff.
Thought you was getting in the kitty box again.
I did.
That's a nice trout, Pat.
Hey, fella.
Nice. Look how that back of that fish matches that bottom.
They're
So he
hard
can-
to see on the bottom.
Yeah, so he can, well, he's doing that also so that he can be hard to be seen by a pinfish or a shrimp or a crab or, you know, whatever it is he eats. They don't eat, I don't think, eat a lot of crabs.
No, they mostly minnows and shrimps.
Pinfish,
That's a good one there.
that's a nice trout right there. Nice trout.
Why don't you stop? You know, one thing I noticed about these guys, Rick, too, is
What's that?
if they want to close their mouth, you grab them right there. Well, you settle down, mister. Grab him right like that. See what his mouth just did?
Oh, just open. That's a cool deal.
Yeah.
That's like the black spots on a Jack Crevalle's gill plate. You squeeze him and he stops.
Yeah, you squeeze him right there in his mouth. Lots of people, they'll grab the whole body and just, if you do it right, you can just grab him with a couple fingers.
Mouth opens.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
See you, buddy.
Throwing out there. Hey!
What
Pat,
is it?
you brought me to where somebody lives.
Trout.
Oh no! I feel like a trout pedophile. What have you brought me? Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Mr. Trout, I did that to you. You're getting ready to learn your first lesson in catch and release. Oh, that bass assassin, all he did was swim by it, and that bass assassin jumped up there and hooked him.
No, that's a hookup that hooked him.
Yeah, that hookup hooked him. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. Oh. Whoa. I like his attitude, though. He's a fighter. Ah. It's cool. That's like catching a little baby cuda, you know? Cool. You got you a trout, Pat?
I think so. Yes, it is.
Oh, that's a nice trout too. Maybe you're not a big trout for these pots, but look at that.
Hey, fella.
Nice.
It's not a bad little trout.
No, sir. Uh-oh.
He had to eat that bass assassin shrimpy tail.
He did eat it. And hook up jig head.
Those are nice little jig heads.
They are. They work good, don't they? Yes, sir.
So what do you think about Destin trout fishing there, Rick?
Pretty fine. Anytime that you can catch trout like this.
It's not a bad day?
No, it's not a bad day. And doesn't matter where it is, whether it's Tampa Bay or down in Flamingo or Destin, you know, it's just a quality fishery. That's what's so exciting. Sarasota's got great trout fishing. It's a great fish for the state, for sure. A little canine there, and grunting. Oh, see, that's how you do that. You get in them. You're amongst them. Oh, how come mine's always bigger than yours, Pat?
I don't know.
It's the Irish curse.
It's the curse of the Irish.
But see, that's a great example. When the buddy gets a bite and you're trout fishing, if you can reel in or you're maybe between casts, you turn around and throw right there by him, and boom, you catch one. Look at that yellow mouth.
He's talking to you, Rick.
He said, hey, stay tuned right here on Sportsman's Adventures. Uh-oh.
What is it?
Uh-oh.
Oh, look at him, Rick.
Uh-oh. What is that?
I don't know.
The majestic Florida panther, as unique to Florida as the big cypress swamp it calls home. Intense conservation efforts by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission, the FWC, working with public and private partners, have pulled the Florida panther back from the brink of extinction. But it's still one of the most endangered animals on the planet. We must continue to conserve and protect this symbol of Florida's strength and resilience. That means funding critical services like health exams and inoculations, tracking studies, rescue and rehabilitation. You can help. Put your money where your heart is by purchasing the Protect the Panther Specialty License Plate. These funds pay for panther research and conservation programs. To learn more, visit myfwc.com/panther and please do it today. Don't let our Florida panther disappear forever.
A lighter, stronger, more fuel-efficient four-stroke. This is the next generation.
Yamaha's new class-leading V6 outboards are lighter, faster, and even more fuel-efficient. With 4.2 liters of wave-crushing power, Rick is even more competitive. Whether Rick's guiding or chasing the next tournament title, Yamaha's next-generation big-bore four-strokes give him everything he expects in an outboard, and then some.
And this changes everything.
I like to pull real slow over the flats.
Nice.
Do I like vertical jigging for tuna? You bet I do.
Sounds exciting.
You ever had a snook head straight up in your mangroves? Did you know that fish don't have eyelids?
Really?
Want to see my trophy room?
Suffix 832, the line that changes the game.
You already know about the La Jolla Resort in Isla Mirada, so let's talk about the La Jolla experience. With an on-site boat ramp, the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic is just minutes away. And when you return from fishing, there's barbecue pits to cook your catch while your family enjoys the pool or one of our new remodeled rooms. This historic resort, the La Jolla, is family owned and operated and has a friendly staff ready to make your La Jolla experience a really great one.
A message from Roland Martin in 5 seconds.
Florida's Go Fishing Auto Tag not only proclaims your love of fishing, but also says that you support the conservation effort throughout Florida. That's not exactly what it said, but make it, oh, without the finger. It's your ticket to quality fishing in Florida.
Okay, well, maybe it wasn't 5 seconds. Put your money where your heart is. Buy a plate today.
At Contender, we've specialized in building high-performance, top-quality, custom-made boats for more than 25 years. Contender has redefined what a fishing boat can be, and we are committed to producing the finest fishing boats in the world. And there has never been a better time to get a great deal on our entire line of Contender boats. Be sure to check out our new generation T models, the 27, 31, and 33, all available with optional forward seating. We're looking forward to welcoming you into the Contender family of boats.
Oh no, it's another speckled trout.
Big trout. Look at that trout, man. Gosh.
Man, I'm trying to put the.
I might get one of those little pearl shrimps.
Oh no, I'm almost out of them.
Well, I only need one. Man, nice trout, Pat.
That pearl shrimp does seem to be working. You gonna take him off for me, Rick?
Nope.
Come on, buddy.
You're doing good. I want to keep my hands clean.
You got right in the old snobble gobbler. Nice little trout, huh, Ricky?
That is a nice trout.
You like that blurpy blurp? Pearly blurp.
Pearly blurp.
Hook up lure head. Once you go back there and swim away. I think he was a little tired, Rick.
He was tired.
That wasn't exactly the prettiest one, was it?
No, nobody saw but you, baby.
This is a better pull.
Now, Pat, what am I doing wrong?
Well, you're not catching.
No, but seriously.
You're doing the same thing I'm doing.
It's all in how you wiggle your worm, obviously.
I don't know what this is.
I may be wiggling mine too fast.
This might be a
big
trout right here.
That's going to be a big one. I feel it in my bones. Uh-oh.
What is it?
Uh-oh.
Oh, look at him, Rick.
Uh-oh. What is that?
I don't know.
It's a big houndfish.
It is a
gar.
What is he doing eating a jig?
Is a gar? I didn't know y'all had gar here. That's a gar.
It is.
A gar in the salt water.
That's
alligator gar in Destin.
No.
It's coming to an end. Alligator gars invading Destin.
No, this one's not an alligator. It's a.
That is an alligator gar. Pat Deneen.
It's not an alligator gar.
What kind of gar is it?
It's a different kind of gar.
Spotted gar?
It might be a spotted gar.
But it's definitely not an alligator gar. Look, I can't believe we're catching a gar in. All right, you got to say it for me, Pat. Choctawaukee.
Choctahatchee.
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 Choctahatchee. In Destin, Florida, and we're catching a freshwater species. You think you had enough rain around here?
Yeah, we got sturgeons in this bay too. I've seen several of them guys.
That isn't a sturgeon.
No.
That is cool though. You thought you had on a big trout.
I had a big daddy trout.
I wonder how long it's going to be before that 17.5-pound test wears through. Go ahead, grab him like a bass.
I thought you were going to grab him for me.
Well, he's out of my league. It's a freshwater species. I'm a saltwater TV show host, so I'm going to go ahead and let you
He's just holding on.
That is so cool, Pat.
This is your moment to shine.
Yeah.
Dude, this is where you do your guide stuff, Rick. See, you ain't going to stay hooked up long.
That is so cool. Look at that. Oh, he's looking up at me saying, Merv dog, I wants to bite you. Look at all, you think he's got a few teeth?
He's got some teeth.
Wow.
That's cool. Look at the colors on
Pat! Get the damn hook out of him before he turns around and bites us both. Don't let him bite you, Pat. You might want to take your second hand. Uh-oh. Oh! Whoa. Wow, look at that snapback. Don't let him bite you. Get your pliers, man. I know you got some real good expensive pliers over there. Isn't it cool? Look at this guy.
He's got some little teethers on him, doesn't he?
Look, he's got sea lice all over him too. See all the sea lice falling out on the deck?
Oh, I grabbed the wrong pliers.
Now, how did he get sea lice on him, Pat?
He's in the sea.
In the sea? You know, that's one of the things I really like trying to do, is do these shows with guys that are so very educated with all the answers, because he's in the sea.
Ah, dang, Rick. There he is.
Look, he won't even let go of that bass assassin. That is a first.
Look.
Here we are in a salt water catching freshwater species. I mean, we're a long ways.
Yeah, we
How
are.
far are we from any freshwater?
We got a big river comes in way east of here, Choctaw-Hatchie River, and it's 15 miles or longer from here.
That is so cool.
Man, I thought he was the Mac Daddy spackle trout.
The people of the Panhandle, and especially the friendly people of Destin, really do appreciate the huge variety of outdoor activities that this part of Florida has to offer. They just like to be outside and on the water, and based on what we saw, who can blame them? Thanks to the great people of Destin for proving that fishing new waters with old friends always makes for a great sportsman's adventure.
Thank goodness.
Check out the Sportsman's Adventures website at www.sportsmansadventures.com. Coming up next week on Sportsman's Adventures with Captain Rick Murphy.
Albacora, the Chilean name for swordfish. There he is, spinning within a few hundred feet of us, and a big fellow. Thrilling sight to the rod and reel fishermen. The crew jumps to position, ready to help during the exciting moments ahead.
Sportsman's Adventures was brought to you by Contender Boats. Performance through innovation. Costa Del Mar, see what's out there. Trigger X, trigger the bite. Ameritrail, custom trailer manufacturers. Suffix Lines, the world's most hardcore fishing line. And by Flying Fish, custom designs by a fisherman for fishermen.